Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy birthday to me. I'm Dr. Jordan Leasure. I'm the owner and physician of North Shore Proactive Health, a state-of-the-art wellness clinic in the northern Chicago suburbs. And very quickly, we are going to cover a handful of people that I think should be on your wellness team. So, of course, this is a good time, quarantine. Allegedly, we have more time on our hands, which if you have children and you're trying to homeschool in addition to working from home, in addition to manage the stress of the unknown, like we've been discussing all along, you may not actually have more time. It's a little bit deceptive. So the reason that you should have an experienced team of individuals, because they should be your backup. So it is very challenging to take care of yourself along with everything else that you have on your plate. But if you have a handful of people that are there and their sole job is to make sure that you're healthy, then you're going to have some good backup. Having an educated team that you trust is important because they will make sure that you are an active participant in your wellness. And I want to discuss, where you're going to find these people, who they should be, why they should be on your team. Think of it as forming your own tribe. Part of the purpose of me forming this group was to educate you on stress, how I manage stress, how I deal with stress. And I wanted to bring you some of the people that I utilize, some of my care team. I'm sure that you've heard the adage that you are the culmination of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And if you surround yourself with those that are healthier than you, those people that inspire you, those individuals that you would like to be more like, then you will spend your time in this life in a growth mindset and you will be able to achieve more and become more. And that circle of individuals can change over time, and that's okay. But you need to know, who you're looking for, have in your mind what fits into your tribe, what pieces are missing. And some of the people I'm going to go over can overlap. You don't necessarily have to have one person that does one thing. In my occupation, I fulfill a handful of roles for different people. But let's jump into that. Of course, I think everybody needs a chiropractor. So if you are not familiar and you are still under the assumption that chiropractors are about headaches and back pain, you're really missing the boat. I've often used the analogy or heard the analogy that if you go to a chiropractor just for headaches and back pain, that's sort of like going to Starbucks and just ordering a black coffee. You're really missing out on a huge bunch of education, benefit. Chiropractic is a neurological discipline. Chiropractic is not purely a musculoskeletal discipline. Our job as chiropractors is simply to eliminate interference so that your body is functioning as well as it can. We don't treat any disease specifically, so to speak. We restore function. And by doing that, we essentially open up the power of the body to function the way that it should, which is absolutely spectacular. Now, the second person I think that you need on your wellness team is going to be an acupuncturist. And this is the beginning of where some of these people will overlap. There are many chiropractors that also do acupuncture. For me, I found that my time and my energy was better spent on the other disciplines that I am educated in. I would rather focus on neurology than focus on the energy aspect of acupuncture. And that's not to take away from other chiropractors that do both, but I am fortunate enough to know some incredible acupuncturists and to take advantage of acupuncturists. I myself, different acupuncturists. And so that's what you need to be doing, is finding somebody that fits into your tribe. And again, if you're local, please reach out to me because, of course, the individuals that I frequent are going to be in the Chicagoland area. But if you need somebody and you're in California, you need somebody and you're in Florida, believe me, I have great resources worldwide. So don't hesitate to post your zip code and what you're looking for, and I will help you connect with somebody that is equally as spectacular. So the next individual that I would like everyone to have on their wellness team is going to be a good soft tissue practitioner. So for most people, it's going to be a massage therapist. That could be someone that does myofascial release. And again, some of these different things can overlap. I am super excited to report that I will be getting my first massage in 3 months tomorrow. I should have scheduled myself. I kind of was joking. I was going to schedule myself for like a 3-hour massage, but I didn't want to do that to Julie. So I am down for 90 minutes and it will be amazing. I just know I'm probably going to have to schedule one every day to get myself back on track. But, we talked about chiropractic, which is it's more of a neurological discipline. Your acupuncture is going to be more an energy discipline. So they make sure that your chi is flowing and functioning the way that it should be. And then your massage therapist is going to work on a variety of levels. So massage, again, is not just about the muscles, making sure that things are moving the way that they should be, but it also allows for a little bit of mindfulness, a little bit of self-care. It allows you to relax, unwind, regroup. So I absolutely think that everyone should be seeing a massage therapist. And how frequently you see these disciplines is going to vary for everyone. The general rule of thumb for chiropractic, if you are not dealing with an acute condition and you're going to chiropractic for more of that neurological benefit, you want to be sleeping better. You want to make sure your body is functioning at tip-top shape. You want to make sure your immune system is functioning as well as it can. So we recommend once a month. For us, we get adjusted more than that because it's a lot easier. We just get to lay down on the table and Jay could adjust me or I could adjust her. But for those individuals that don't have that ease of care, once a month is a great timeline. For some people, they notice that getting adjusted more frequently is beneficial. Some people push it out 6-8 weeks. There are some people that only get adjusted when they're in pain. Again, each of these practitioners, you'll work into your program what works for you. For acupuncture, I would suggest a very similar timeline. I notice that I'm feeling incredible when I see an acupuncturist about every 3 to 4 weeks. And for massage, I would suggest massage more frequently if time and finances allow. So I would almost do a massage about every 2 to 3 weeks. Again, not just for that musculoskeletal benefit, but for the ability to unplug as well. I think that everyone needs a therapist or a life coach. I think that we all need a sounding board. We need someone that's going to give us some honest feedback and not just necessarily tell us what we want to hear, which unfortunately happens with some friends. But if you're able to work with someone that is more of a guiding force, direction, will give you some feedback, maybe give you something to think about or a perspective that hasn't come to mind, I think that that's a fantastic individual to have on your team. For me, again, if I'm seeing my coach every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks, it depends on if we're, again, specifically working on something. If I have goals I'm working on, for right now, I'm trying to put together this online program. I'm trying to finish up an online school, actually. So there's a handful of things that I'm actively pursuing. But if things are good and you're just kind of working along and trying to maintain status quo, I think probably about every 6 weeks works for a lot of people. A personal trainer, yes. So through this quarantine and the stay at home, there have been a lot of virtual programs come up. There's everything from high intensity interval training workouts to, just plain old weightlifting workouts. There's Zumba, there's size. My friend Kim, who was on here, actually has a teacher that's doing chair workouts. So there's plenty of opportunity for you to do a class. The reason that I think having a personal trainer is important is because your body acclimates to those exercises and those classes about every 4 to 6 weeks. So if you don't know that, number one, and you're not modifying your workouts accordingly, you may actually be doing a disservice to your body. Our bodies are very smart and they will acclimate, they will change, and they will do these exercises, and maybe the correct muscles aren't engaging the way that they should be. So that's why having a personal trainer is key, so they can make sure that your body's moving the way that it should. That, let's say that you're doing a squat, are your glutes engaging? Are you using your core the way that you should be? And if not, that individual is going to be there to help you through that. So maybe this isn't somebody that you need to see every single week, but touching base and having them on your team where you can utilize them as necessary is definitely super important. And again, that may overlap with one of these other disciplines. I also think, in addition to a personal trainer, that you need to be doing some sort of mindfulness activity. And that could be someone that is teaching yoga. It could be someone that is solely a mindfulness practitioner. but helping to keep us on the path to being mindful, practicing gratitude, all of these activities that are going to help decrease our stress, actively lower our heart rate, improve our quality of life and quality of health is going to be very, very important. And then finally, again, my favorite, I think everybody needs a functional medicine practitioner. And this individual you are probably not going to have to touch base with very often, depending on what you're working on. If you have a chronic disease and let's say you're trying to eliminate a yeast overgrowth, or you're trying to deal with something chronic like Lyme disease, in that instance, you may see them more frequently. But if you're not, and you're just trying to improve your quality of health or your quality of life, well, thank you, Herschel, for your feedback. If you're just trying to work on those things, then your functional medicine practitioner is more going to work in the capacity of the overseeing body. So they may be the individual that is helping you connect with this trainer or the yoga instructor or a health coach or a chiropractor, and they may simply be in that overseeing capacity where they see you, they diagnose you, and they give you your game plan, and then you utilize all of these other practitioners as the implementing individuals. So again, everyone is going to be part of this team, and searching out that team can feel daunting if you're just starting. This list could be infinite. I could add an incredible dentist to the list. There's lots of, or an incredible esthetician, which obviously I'm doing my own work at home now. But again, this list will change depending on you. It may change depending on the time of year. It may change depending on where you live. But this is my basic handful of people that I utilize on my wellness team, and I would suggest that you start to implement as well. Again, if you need help putting this team together, feel free to send me a message. I have great people from trainers in Colorado to yoga practitioners in Arizona to chiropractors in Florida. So whoever you need, no matter where you are, please let me know and I will help you start to piece that team together. And a lot of these individuals do work virtually. So like I was saying with some of my functional medicine services, I have clients all over the world. And then obviously if I'm not doing chiropractic virtually, so I connect those clients with a chiropractor near them, or I connect them with a massage therapist near them. And that's what this is about, is communal health. So if you have questions, please feel free to post below. If you're watching and you have some great people on your team, feel free to share them as well. Or if there's a practitioner that you feel that I missed and you think that they are really key to a wellness practice, please put their information below as well. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. If you're in Chicago, it's finally gorgeous out, so please get outside, get some fresh air, take 5 deep breaths, enjoy this weekend. I love you. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.